to the channel. This is Vision. Today I'm going to be showing you step by step on how I make a beat. This is totally different than what I usually do. Usually I just upload videos of, just my beats. But I started thinking to myself, maybe I should make tutorial videos. And, I asked a couple people and they all said that it would be pretty dope if I did it. So here I am doing it. So first I'd like to start off with a simple melody. I got this melody from a pack, shout out Kyle Beatz. I bought this pack off of his website. You can get it. I'll put the link in the description. Shout out Kyle Beatz. But this melody is one of my favorites on his new, or I believe it's on it's just a MIDI. It's just a MIDI melody pack. I can't really remember what it's called, but when I find it, I'll send it. But anyway, this is what the melody sounds like. Alright, so what we're going to do with that is we're going to layer that with a counter melody. So I got this sound, and we're going to go ahead and layer that over our melody to give it kind of a tiptoe vibe. So here we go. Alright. And then we're going to quantize that. Now what you do to quantize and make sure that they're all right there on the exact, where they're supposed to be, is you hit Alt and Q. And that brings up your quantize menu. Now here you can set your sensitivity to as high or as low as you want it. I always have mine set all the way up. And you want your start time to be all the way up. And then this one right here is just to get them all to be the exact same size. You see how they're all right there, right the exact same size. Anyway, hit accept, and now we have this. Alright, and after I have my melody set, I go straight to my clap. As you can see, I have everything color coded. This is exactly how I like to do it. I just always have everything color coded nice and neat. We're going to pick out a clap. I think I'm going to go here. I like that one. And you always want to make sure you have good sound selection. So what I like to do is usually I will play it, and I'll just click. You know exactly where your clap is supposed to be. That's where I'll click. So, all right. And I do like the way that sounds. So we're gonna record this in here. Alright, we got our nice little clap. Alt Q again, and then hold shift and then drag your mouse across these notes to get them all to be the exact same size if you want to raise the velocity, which I kind of do a little bit. So here we go. Alright. And if you don't like the way that your clap is standing, if it's too silent for you, I will show you a trick that not a lot of producers want you to know. If you go into your mixer track, so you click this little button right here, it's got 2 lines and 2 squares, you click that, and you click your mixer track that has your clap. Mine happens to be 3. You go to slot 1, you click that, you go to parametric EQ, not EQ2, parametric EQ, click that, right click on one of these little arrows, and then hit snare drum enhance. Now what that does is that really brings out your clap. So listen here. Alright, this is without it. Alright, and this is with it. You can tell a significant difference. I don't need it. I don't feel like I need it for this particular track because I don't want my claps to really stand out, but I do want them a little bit higher. So there we go. That's perfect. Alright, once I got my clap laid, I go straight to my kick. A lot of people will do their 808s before their kick. I don't like to do that. I like to put my kicks right before I go I go kicks and then my 808, and I'll show you what my process is in doing my bass. But anyway, I think I already had one. Yeah, right here. I like this kick right here. All right, name that kick. All right, and we're gonna record this kick in here real quick. two little kicks at the end were a little bit late. I want boom, boom, boom. All right, hit Alt Q. Go ahead and bring those, you know, all together, and then let's see what we got. Hey, all right. Once we have that, I like to, what you do is you go here, you know, right where all your channels are, you double click on the kick, and then Control A, Control C to copy all of your kick notes, and then 808, add an 808 in here, and see what fits. I like the way that sounds, so we're gonna do that. 808. Now, this right here is a Little Skies drum kit, and the 808s don't have any root notes. They don't have any particular notes that they're supposed to be on, but I will go over that in another video. But anyway, so this one I'm just going to show you just real quick what I do. So what I do is I right-click Edit, and then click on this flag and hit Detect Pitch Regions, but see, nothing pops up. So I can't really show you how to do that with this one, but in the next video, I promise I will show you how to do that. But once you have this, what you're going to do is right-click on your 808 and hit Cut Itself, because if you don't, it'll just sound really distorted and the 808 notes will run together. So anyway, right-click Piano Roll and hit Control V. And what that does is that brings your 808s in exactly where your kicks kick. So here's what we have. Alright, and now what I want to do is I want to take out certain kicks, but before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and mess around with the 808s. So I want to bring this one down. I want to bring this one up a little bit. This one down. This one up a little bit. This one down. This one down. This one up. This down. This one up. And then this one up. So now we have... Now what I want to do is I'm going to copy my 808s just like this, Control A, Control C, and then take out these kicks right here and hit Control V. Now see, everywhere on C5 are the kicks that I want to keep. So what we're going to do is we're just going to highlight these by clicking this little square up here, highlight these, hit delete, and then highlight these, hit delete. So now we have this. Throw two kicks here at the end just to bring those two notes out a little bit more. All right, and now that we have all that done, here's what our track sounds like so far. Now that we have our basics of our beat made, we have our kick, clap, our 808, and our melodies. I like to go straight to my hi-hats. Now, I'm sorry if you can't hear the bass all that well. I promise you I will get a better screen recorder. Right now I'm using OBS, and I haven't quite figured out how to get the sound from the desktop or FL Studio on to record by itself without having to record just my mic and my speakers. So if anybody knows how to do that in OBS, please let me know. But anyway, so next I go straight to my hi-hats, and what I do with my hi-hats is I find a good hi-hat, which I really like this one. Alright, bring it in here, and then I go to my piano roll, and I'll add one little note. By the way, if you hear that noise, that white noise, that is my heat coming on. But anyway, I add one little note, and bring it out to two lines, and then hit Control A, and then Control B, until I have it at the 5. And what that what that does is that is, you know, four bars, and it's, you know, of an 8-bar loop. So what you can do is you can mess around with your hi-hats. Hi-hats are where you as an artist or you as a producer have the opportunity to really bring groove into your track. Your hi-hats are what really make the beat. So what you can do is you can grab the little highlighter tool by hitting that square up there, highlight one note, and hit Control A. And what this does gives you the opportunity to do as little or as much as you want. See, look. Or. Okay. And what I really like that one. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do that twice right here, and then I want this one to be, you know, really like kind of quick. So. And then this one I want to be really fast, and then to bring it all over like I just did, you just, you know, don't make sure nothing is highlighted, because that'll mess you up a little bit. Like sometimes I'll come into this and like all this will be highlighted. You don't want that. Make sure nothing is highlighted and hit Control B. And what that does is that brings your hi-hats all the way over and finishes out your 8-bar loop. So here's what we have now. There we go. And now what I'm gonna do next is I'm just gonna, you know, throw in some hi-hats, throw in a little bit of salt and pepper onto the beat. And with the percussions in your beat, you have the opportunity to do as much or as little as you want. But I will tell you like this: if you add too much, it could ruin your track. If you add too little, it could ruin your track. You want just the right amount of seasoning on your beat. So what we're gonna do is, with hi-hats, with open hats, I just like to click them in like this. Simple as that. So now we have. All right. And now I'm gonna add in a little, like, I like to call it a side stick. I'm not really sure what it's called. You know, wood block. I mean, whatever it is. Throw that in here. You can add whatever it is that you want to add. Snares, more claps, hi-hats, or open hat. It doesn't really matter. It's all in your choosing. I'm gonna add this. Oh, whoops. I'm gonna add this in. Label it side stick. All right. All right. Hit record. Now that we have that, I'm gonna make these a little bit higher to give the track a little bit more of a vibe. So. All right, and then my last thing that I'm gonna add is some chants. Now, some tracks need chants, some tracks don't. In this particular track, it's kind of more of an upbeat, you know, like get hyped type of vibe. So if you have like a really soft sound, I wouldn't suggest putting chants in, but you know, it's like I said, it's all in preference on what you like. So we're gonna add in these chants. Oh. This will be our last touch. All right, now we have our chants. All right. Lower that. All right, now let's listen to our finished beat. Here we go. I'm gonna arrange it real quick. So hit Control A and hit Control B, and that just brings it all wherever you want it. You can do it as many times as you want. Me personally, I always do it 12 times because it's always right around 3 minutes. So anyway, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna, and then like this. So now we have. Yep. So you said that you would never leave, but where the fuck you at? I'm in my bed alone, you make me feel like a piece of trash. Hey. Anyway, that's how I personally like to make my beats. In the next couple of videos, you know, if my tutorials, you know, take off or whatever, I'm gonna show you guys, you know, EQing properly, 808s properly, melodies, all that fun stuff, hi-hats, whatever you guys would like to see. I'm gonna go over that. As whatever you guys want, leave a comment down below. If you want me to keep making videos like this, leave a comment, and I promise you I will get to it as soon as I can. Like I said, if anybody knows how to record FL Studio Audio in OBS Studio, please leave a comment down below and let me know. But anyway, I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please come back again for the next one.